Alright, so here's a problem that was asked to go over through video, and it is to simplify an exponent. So as I look to simplify an exponent problem like this, my eyes are going to be on this part here. It's the first set of parentheses on the inside that I want to simplify. And some of you may see that negative and want to get rid of it right away, but the first thing before you can move anything is you have to deal with the exponent here. So this would become, on the inside there, we would have our bracket. We would have 2 squared, which is 4, x to the 2, and y to the negative 6. Exponent to the exponent we want to multiply, and then the bottom is unchanged. Negative 4, x to the negative 4, and y. And then it's to the negative 3. The next thing I want to do is now I want to deal with the inside. I'm not looking at that outer exponent. I want to simplify all terms on the inside, if possible, before I go to any exponent. So as I look at this, I have some negative exponents with the y and the x. So as I rewrite, I have 4 and 4 that can cancel. That leaves me with a negative. I can put that negative anywhere. I'm going to leave it as a negative 1 on the bottom, but I also could write the negative out front. I have 2 x's on top, and I need to bring those other 4 x's up. I have a y to the negative 6 on top, so I have to drop that down to the bottom to make it a positive exponent, and times y. Notice that the only things that are moving are the ones that are negative exponents, nothing else, and that's to the negative 3. Now the next part is I can combine those bases. So as I said before, I can move that negative out front, and I'm left with x to the 6th on top and y to the 7th on the bottom, and that is to the negative 3. Now what I want to do is I want to deal with the negative first. I don't want to go do the negative 3 together because it could be confusing. When I take that negative through, that flips everything. So the y to the 7th goes on top, the x to the 6th goes on the bottom, and because I flipped it, that negative still stays. That does not cancel out a negative number. Now I cube it. And then once again, just to reiterate, the negative exponent has nothing to do with changing the value of the function from positive to negative. It can only change the exponents. And notice how those were flipped. Now I need to cube everything. That includes cubing the negative, cubing the y to the 7th, and the x to the 6th. So when I cube a negative, we should all know by now that the negative will stay. The y then becomes y to the 21st, and then x to the 18th. Sorry, it's a little messy. First time I've written on this board this year. If you have any questions, please post below. Thanks.